Good morning and welcome to this week's A Positive Habit. I am delighted to be reviewing July's books. As you know, if you follow my work, I really am an avid reader. And I also share some tips about creating your own reading ritual, which is something I practice myself and find it just so beneficial, so relaxing, and so healing in many ways. So this month I have, as always, two recommendations for you, one fiction and one non-fiction. For ages, I got stuck in just reading non-fiction for years almost. And what I noticed is that I was really missing out in terms of development and getting lost in an incredible story. So I am delighted to let you know of this month's choice, which is Songbirds by Christy Lefteri, who I believe I have recommended her book also, The Beekeeper of Aleppo. And when you get an author and you're just like in love with their style, I am totally taken by her amazing ability to bring a character to life. This novel is set on Cyprus, where Christie's parents were refugees or came from Cyprus as refugees into London. Cypriot refugees were her parents. And basically it sort of, without going, I don't want to be a spoiler alert or anything, but it tells the tale of Nisha, who is a Vietnamese childminder working and living in Cyprus. And it highlights just, again, what's wonderful about Christie's work is that she highlights so many injustices in the world, like she did with The Beekeeper of Aleppo, and how refugees were treated from Syria or are treated. So with this, she looks at immigrant workers, in particular Vietnamese women, who leave their families to come and try to get enough money to send home to keep their own children. So, it really does pull at the heartstrings in terms of what that must be like for a mother to have to do that, and the sacrifices that so many immigrant workers make. It is a tale, again, that highlights a lot of racism in terms of how these lovely women are treated by the locals and by the people they work for. And again, there is an uplifting element in it, in the sense of how that is transformed through a tragedy in the story. So again, don't want to give away too much, but I really do recommend her work, and I'm almost sort of hopping on any book that she writes, because it's so beautifully written. So that's number one, Songbirds, set in Cyprus, and a beautiful, strong story. The second book I have, non-fiction, is The Healing Habit by Daniel O'Leary. Now, I'd actually never heard of this man, who is a priest, if I'm correct. Yes, he is. He's a priest, an author, and a speaker. And the book was given to me by one of the beautiful clients on Light Up 2022. So thank you for that. It is a very concise, simple little book, but so much wisdom in it. So much wisdom in terms of really looking at how we are not the voice in our mind. So going back to, for example, Michael Singer's work, The Untethered Soul, Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. These are great icons not icons, but they really have had such a strong influence on the work that I do and many people. And Daniel O'Leary is capturing the same essence of how we are not the voice in our mind, how powerful our thoughts are in terms of when we're thinking negatively, stressfully, or anxiously, how it can take over, how we can get sucked into that, and really to get that space between ourselves and our thoughts. There's one line here that I really like and I want to share with you. And he says, "The price of a calm mind is eternal vigilance." And that is sums up so much. It's that eternal, it's the ability to always come back to the now, and that there is a sense of being vigilant with our own minds, caring for them, nurturing them, and making sure that we protect them. It goes into 52 different sort of concepts, if you like, or ideas that are really worth following. You can read one a week and do your best to incorporate that into your life. So thank you to my lovely client and friend who gave this to me. I'm really touched and recommend it to you. And that's the joy of lighting up the world, is that we all share and help each other. So I hope that these books resonate with you. You can let me know. Maybe you've read them, maybe you know them, and maybe you don't. Either way, I'm sending you lots of love and thank you for watching. Bye.